Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Sports Church right here on VRR. I'm your host, John Kerman, aka Mini. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. 2311 was my MOS. Ayoyes. Card carrying member of the E4 Mafia and founding member of VRR. Let me turn this stupid banner off. A lot of you are going to be watching this lately because something very weird happened with my Facebook account. And I don't really want to get into it, but I think somebody's doing some shenanigans on my account, so we'll figure that out later. We'll just keep going on with the show, get my co-host in here, kick it off. We're down Pimp, apparently, and we're down Brother Bishop Poop Dog for at least this week, probably next week as well. He is overseas and bitching about his internet abilities and connections, so yeah, it's going to be a short show, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. Without further ado, he's a United States Naval veteran. He's a co-host of The Bar, which you catch every Saturday night at 2100 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and the YouTubes. Here he is, Devil Doc. What's up, man?
Hello, what's up, brother?
Some fucky with Facebook. My Facebook account went all fucking batshit crazy.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But let's bring on Pops. He's our auto racing expert. And without further ado, bring Pops to the pulpit.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
What's going on?
As little as possible. I haven't shaved in about 10 days. And I was going to grow a beard, but it's all coming in gray. So it's disappearing fast.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's crazy, man. My Facebook account just went ballistic, and I had to go through a bunch of steps, and then I got accused of spamming, because I shared the show out. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like literally, I'm checking Facebook right now, and it says we're still live, but I'm about to go over there, make sure we're still good on Rumble. And
we're good on YouTube because I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're good on Rumble. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. It is what it is. How are you boys doing? What's new? Anything?
Was quite shocked that the Lakers beat the Grizzlies today.
Oh, they still play that game, basketball?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a kid that plays for the Lakers that went undrafted. They call him the Hillbilly Kobe right now.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I like it. Hillbilly Kobe. All right. What happened to Pimp? Anybody know?
Think family things.
Okay. All right. Anyways, all right. Let's get on with it. Yeah, Kyle, what do you got for the playoffs? As you started talking NBA basketball, might as well just get it over with.
Okay, so we'll jump on this. So I know everybody's dying to know. The playoffs are officially here. Yay, so that means NBA will finally be over sometime in June. In the Eastern Conference, you have the number 1 seeded Milwaukee Bucks playing the number 8 seeded Heat. Then you have my Boston Celtics, the 2 seed, playing the Atlanta Hawks, the 7 seed. And so far, we're leading that series 1-0. Then you have the Philadelphia 76ers playing that shitty-ass team from Brooklyn, the Nets. That's the 3 seed versus the 6 seed. And Philly's leading that series 1-0. Then you have the New York Knicks playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, and shockingly, the Knicks are beating the Cavaliers so far 1-0. Now we move on to the Western Conference. Later on tonight, you will have the Denver Nuggets playing the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game that just concluded earlier today, the 7 seed Lakers against the 2 seed Grizzlies. The Lakers are leading right now 1-0. Then you have the Sacramento Kings playing the Golden State Warriors. Kings are leading this series 1-0. Then you have The Phoenix Suns versus the LA Clippers, and they're playing the very next game. And that's it for NBA. So I know y'all are happy to know that that's over with. So now we're going to move on to the other interesting thing, hockey. So in the Eastern Conference, my beloved Bruins, number 1 seed, most wins in an NHL season, most points scored in an NHL season. Woohoo. Hopefully we win the cup. It's the Bruins against the Panthers. First game starts on Monday. Then you have this team from Canada called the Maple Leafs against this team in Florida called the Tampa Bay Lightning. They play on Tuesday. Then you have the Carolina Hurricanes against the New York Islanders. They start on Monday. The New Jersey Devils against the New York Rangers. They start on Tuesday. Then in the Western Conference, you have the Colorado Avalanche against the Seattle Kraken. Best name ever for a hockey team.
Yeah.
They start on Tuesday.
What is a Kraken?
I don't know.
It's a mythological, ungodly, large boat sinking octopus from, yeah.
Okay.
And I just wish someday during a hockey game they just say we're going to release the Kraken.
Yeah, I know, right?
Then you have the Dallas Stars against the Minnesota Wild. Oddly enough, it's the same freaking team. They just moved, but nobody paid attention to that. So that starts on Monday. Then you have the Vegas Golden Knights against the Winnipeg Jets. Wow, there's a shocker. Another team from Canada playing in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have, here we go again, the Edmonton Oilers against the LA Kings. All right. They start on Monday, and that's it for hockey. So we're done with that. So now move on to college football. The transfer portal is wide open. Over the weekend, you had a lot of spring games to see where teams were at, how they're looking offensively. Did the early arrivals pan out like they would? They're trying to get their roster set. Will there be a quarterback competition or whatnot? And so far right now, they're saying that the mullet-wearing jackass from the University of Texas, Ewers, will be starting over Cooper Manning's kid at quarterback, which I don't know why. That's just wrong on so many levels. Georgia introduced UGA the 11th because UGA 10 retired over the weekend. So, yeah, that's a great name for a dog, UGA. So, other than that, that's it for college football. So, we'll get done with that. Now, moving to the NFL. Only really big thing. McCoy from the Buccaneers and a couple other teams, he finally retired. Brock Purdy is recovering decently from surgery, and the 49ers are saying that he is their quarterback going forward. Then why'd you trade up for Trey Lance? The Falcons signed Bud Dupree to a 1-year contract. The Arizona Cardinals safety Budda Baker has requested a trade. The Dolphins added ex-Cardinals wide receiver Anderson. And in shocking news, Dan Snyder and somebody named Harris have reached a prelim deal to sell the Washington Redskins, the Washington football team, or the Washington Commanders, whatever you want to call them, for a whopping $6.05 billion. The league's finance committee still has to approve this, and gives time for the other guy that has also bidded on the team if he's still in the running. But it looks like it most likely will go to him. And in the whole shocking part of all this, when the jackass that bought the Redskins bought it for $700 million. He is getting basically a 750% return on his investment. But all these legal proceedings he is going through will not halt the sale of the team. And the draft officially starts in, let me see, check the calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 days. So that'll be fun. The draft starts April 27th. First round is the 27th. Second and third round are the 28th. And everything else happens on Saturday. That's all I got for that.
Oh, you got to keep going on something because I'm fucking with Facebook right now.
Okay, so, all right. Well, did that part. So let me see what else. Okay, so I will go over to baseball. We'll just knock this out. In the American League, this is real shocking, so I'll start with the West. We have the Rangers playing the Astros right now. Rangers are leading the West 8-6, followed by the Angels, Astros, and Seattle Mariners, all at 7 and 8. Then the team soon to be in Las Vegas, the Oakland Athletics, are 3 and 12. Then you move to the Central Division. The Minnesota Twins are 10 and 6. Then the Cleveland Guardians. God, why can't we just call them the Indians? They're 9 and 7. Then you have the Meth Heads in Chicago. They're 6 and 9.
Did you hear? Did you hear about the brawl they had?
Yeah, and there was no security to be found at all. I'm sorry, scarce security.
I don't care who you are. Those people are all degenerate felons. If you're a White Sox fan, you're just garbage. I'm sorry. Like you rush the field and beat up first baseman from Kansas City. You assault umpires. I mean, you literally have a jail built inside your stadium because you're unruly asses.
Didn't they set fire to the field or something like in the 80s?
They might have done that. I mean, it was a few years ago. They during the White Sox crosstown classic, whatever they call it. I don't know. It's the White Sox and Cubs series. You know, they play 3 there. They play 3 at Wrigley. And mysteriously, a giant patch of ivy went dead after the White Sox came to visit. I mean, Jesus Christ, you people are fucking embarrassing.
Yep.
But it's not just at the White Sox game. Teenagers took over the city.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Too.
I mean, just took over the city.
Yeah.
Took over, attacked people. Police had to escort people to their cars and out of town.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow. Then you have the Detroit Tigers at 5 and 9. And bringing up the rear yet again, sorry, you Kansas City Royal fans. At least you're one game better than the Oakland Athletics. You're 4 and 12. So, yeah. In the American League West, there is one team above 500. In the American League Central, there are 2 teams above 500. Now we move to the American League East, where every team in this division is over 500. You have, shockingly, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, or the Tampa Bay Rays as they like to be called now. They are 14 and 2. Then you have the Toronto Blue Jays are 10 and 6. The New York Yankees, a.k.a. the New York Highlanders, a.k.a. the Baltimore Orioles, but I don't know nothing about baseball, are 10 and 6. Then you have the Baltimore Orioles at 8 and 7, and my Red Sox at 8 and 8. We had
better than Cincinnati. What the hell?
Well, your Reds aren't that bad.
Yeah, we'll get
They're
there.
6 and 8.
No, they're 6 and 9. So yeah, I'll do the NL, and then we'll get to some topics here. I put down trying this thing on my phone and this notes thing, and I'm still arguing with Facebook right now. So yeah, the show will do well on Rumble as it always does. And if you're listening to us on Facebook, this might have been the straw that broke camel's back. I'm maybe just dumping Facebook altogether because now apparently I'm a spammer because I share my show out. It's fucking ridiculous, but it is what it is. I'll get to the topics here in a minute. But through the National League, the Brew Crew, where I talked about them 2 weeks ago, and I talked about them last week on the bar a little bit. They're scary. They're good. 6-4 in their last 10, 11-5. Got up to a really, really hot start. Cooled off a little bit, but this is I don't know if Yelich is back to MVP status, but he's close, and the younger guys that have come up are contributing, and in their pitching. We always know Milwaukee's pitching is going to be awesome, right? I mean, Woodworth's just a gangster. Peralta, that whole crew is great. But they're hitting well, and they're playing against tough people, and they're beating them. So go on, Milwaukee. I mean, kick some butt. The Cubs are. I'm coming through on somebody's audio, by the way. I don't know who it is. Is anybody listening to the show?
Don't believe so.
No, we've developed an echo.
That was me echoing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me check here. Everything should be muted. Oh, let me sure Facebook. Yep. Still echoing. I wonder where it's coming from. I got to figure this out. I apologize, guys. But yeah.
The echo back?
Yeah. How about now? No. I don't hear it now.
No.
Nope. All right. Cool. Whatever. We got it. Chris Benoit. See the Brewers pitcher get a liner to the face yesterday. No, I missed it. But was it scary? Is he okay?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Did you see that? I sent it earlier. It's was against the Rays and the Blue Jays game today. Pitcher was pitching to Kevin Kiermaier, and the pitcher went behind his back to get out of the way and caught the pitch. And Kevin Kiermaier just looks over and goes, "Why the hell couldn't you do that last year when I was playing?" And just walks off and stop this run spree from happening against the Jays. It was pretty interesting.
Huh. All right. But they're sitting up top of the NL Central. My Cubbies. What the hell's going on here with the Cubs?
Yeah, they got fired, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They caught lightning in the bottle. Go out west, which is usually, you just hope to get out of there alive or at least 500. And man, they roll it, beating up on the Dodgers, beating up on the Mariners. I mean, Jesus, 8-6, 7-3 in their last 10. Like, woo, nice. Pittsburgh, what? Pittsburgh Pirates, despite having a very awkward collision last weekend at home plate. Did you guys see that? Did anybody see that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
A play, bang play, third to home. Guys charging in. What was his name? O'Neal Cruz? I can't remember. I think so.
I think it was Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah. The throw came in. It pulled the catcher into the base path. And I don't think he expected it. The runner expected to throw home. Well, it got one. It pulled the catcher in with all his gear. It kind of like, oh shit, do I slap? A little too late. Bam, collided. Fucking, I think he broke his ankle, so his year's probably done. And then the catcher threw his helmet on the ground and spun it, started talking shit. I'm sure he didn't know the guy was hurt. Bench is clear. It was a whole
mini brawl, yeah,
mini brawl out there. But the young Pirates, the Buccos, man, 9-7, 5-5 in their last 10. Here's
the two Korean players they have.
Yeah.
Hit first Korean-born players to go back-to-back with home runs last night.
Yeah, first Asian, period. Yeah. That was pretty cool. The big surprise here is St. Louis. I don't know if their managers are going to make it the whole year. He's already got issues with Tyler O'Neill. They've got this young stud that he called up, started the game. I don't know if I'm assuming he broke it, but it was like a 13 games in a row he hit safely to start the season.
Yeah,
rookie, the only other person
Walker.
to do that. Yeah, Jordan Walker, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
First guy, the only other guy to do that. Anybody know his name? You should, because you threw a trivia question.
Ted Williams.
Yeah, Teddy Ballgame. So that's good company. Geez, what position did Teddy play, by the way?
Right field.
Just saying. What position did Roberto Clemente play? I forgot.
Right field.
Okay.
Tony Gwynn.
Aaron
right
Judge.
field.
Aaron Judge.
Right field.
Right field. Okay. Let's just checking.
Tony Gwynn. Right field.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn. I mean, God. Come on. Oh, you
Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah,
right
you
field.
played right field. You must have sucked. No. Well, I mean, honestly, I wasn't that good, but
no, that's the left fielder.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the left fielder. I played a hell of a lot better outfield than Schwartz did. Let's put it that way. All right, just saying. And I love my Schwartz. I love him, but he was god awful in that outfield. But St. Louis 7-9, man. They got that issue with the manager, Tyler O'Neill. Jordan Walker hit 13. Now they got an issue because another guy's coming up. Tyler O'Neill may get designated for assignment? Question mark? Maybe traded? Question mark? Because they got a flooded outfield. And that's a problem. And I'm on Tyler O'Neill's side. Strange. It's the one time in sports is the only time I side with the employees over management. I always go the other way with the rest of my life. But with sports, I'm always with the players. Yeah, I don't know. St. Louis is not looking good. 5-5 in their last 10, 7-9 overall, 4 games back already. I don't know. St. Louis fire your manager? Question mark.
I would.
Yeah, I think he's issue. I think there's something wrong with that dude. Like,
and he has an issue with almost every ump.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so do I, but I'm not managing a Major League Baseball team.
Yeah, but it's verbally starting the minute he turns in the lineup card, and he's just like mad dogging the umps. Like, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm so sick of umpires. I am so sick of them. You guys are just, I can't get shown up by a player. Bitch, the game ain't about you.
Yeah,
it's not about you. It's about the players. It's about the entertainment. And I just say, just get rid of them, especially at home plate. Leave them out in the field. How many times in your life have you seen a guy ejected from an umpire from the field? Never, right? Never. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but it's always that home plate umpire. And look, I get it. There's a lot on them now. Like, they got to keep track of the pitch count. On top of that, their old job was just to call balls and strikes, but now they got to do that on top of that. And I think it's just.
Well, I like the ones now that are actually acknowledging, that the batter is doing something. He steps out from behind, and you're literally seeing him going.
Yeah.
And then he gets back when the guy gets back in, and he goes, "All right, go." Those are the ones that are actually understanding it.
Yeah.
And the ones that don't move or at least attempt to come from behind the catcher.
Yeah.
They're on something, and they're.
No, I hear you, but like, I don't get too sidetracked, but I fucking hate umpires. I always have hated umpires. I mean, I can count the number that I've actually gotten along with. But is what it is. But the Cardinals got to get their house in order, man. That is a storied franchise, and as much as I hate them, because it's the St. Louis, it's like the most boring city on the planet. At least Salt Lake is pretty.
Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but isn't it weird that Bud Light's tanking and the Cardinals are tanking?
It could be. It could be, man. It could
There
be.
must be something in the water in St. Louis. That's all there is.
Obviously, there is, because they made that stupid decision. Jesus. I mean, nobody in that room said, this is probably going to backfire? Question mark? Yeah, no. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Yeah, okay. $5 billion hit. Oops.
Yeah, you're going to become the next Schlitz.
I mean, yeah, at least Schlitz was semi-drinkable. It made you blow your O-ring every time you took a shit, but I mean, that's why they called it shits. But yeah, St. Louis in trouble, man. Run that manager out, get him out of here. Boom, gone. I know there's some people out there that deserve that job too. Be great at it. Cincinnati, we all kind of knew this was going to happen. This team has been fire sailing for like 3 years in a row. They got a couple great young arms out there, but someone needs to teach those boys some control because they can't hit a strike zone to save their life at times. And they're just so inconsistent. It's either lights out or it's, here it is and hit it. And they got smacked by the Phillies today. Oh, like 13-3. It was ugly. Went to a game the other week with my father-in-law, which is always fun. I enjoy going to the park with him because he's just a baseball fanatic. And if I miss something, he catches it. If he misses something, I'm catching it on the field. And I like going to games with people who are watching. They're not there for the entertainment; they're there for the game factor, not the entertainment factor. I got to tell you, like, dude, the game field. It was a 18-inning or an 18-run game, and it was over in 2 hours and 42 minutes. That's insane. That's insane. And it did feel rushed. And I guess I'm just an old curmudgeon. But on one hand, I don't have a problem with the pitch clock. I think it's cool. On the other hand, I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's just moving so fast. It's so weird. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm not used to it. Maybe I will get used to it, but I'm just like, I
think what's really helping out is now you don't have that pitcher that's trying to figure out what he wants to throw.
Yeah, you just have to be.
He's getting out of his head.
Yeah.
And they're no longer, let's do 85 billion throws to first base.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you brought that up because another thing I want to talk about, and we'll get to the rest of the standings. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. But I do want to talk a lot of baseball, mostly because we got to fill a lot of time today. Yeah, so what are the new rules? Of course, you got the new bases, you got the pitch clock, but part of the new rules is that you can only interrupt twice.
Yep.
So
the batter, you're saying?
No, yeah, you can only interrupt the batter with a runner on it twice. All right, so you can only throw over twice. Now, I don't know. Do you know this? Does that count for a snap throw from the catcher as well? That doesn't count, right?
No, that doesn't count. No.
Okay, you can do
it's
that.
only the pitcher.
Because
he's allowed per batter 2 throws.
Here's what I'm seeing, and the Yankees are becoming a little infamous for this. If you watch a Yankee game, I encourage you to do so. Here's Pook just rolling around and laughing his ass off because maybe he's a Yankee fan. No, I hate them, but I respect them, but I hate them. Guys are getting running leads. Like as soon as the pitcher starts his motion, these guys are boom taking off, and I like it. Stolen bases. We can see. When's the last time we saw a 40-40 guy or a 30-30 guy in baseball?
Andrew McCutcheon in like 2010.
Yeah, probably, maybe, question mark. I don't know. But yeah, I think we can see that at least a 30-30 guy this year. Because now look, if he interrupts and he throws over to you twice,
you can take off.
You just go, dude.
The next time's a strike.
Yeah, exactly. So like I even see with guys, if they throw over once, as soon as first motion on the pitcher, as soon as he moves that leg, guys are gone. Oh, I love it. I love that. Some of the like stolen bases are way up this year. I don't know by how much, but
by like 70%.
It's got to be way up there.
There was a commercial I saw yesterday. I died laughing.
Mm.
You know the heavyset dude Volkenberg that's on the Mets?
Mm-hmm.
He's standing on first base and he looks over at second and he goes, huh. And this is his mind doing an inner monologue. And it's like, I like these new bigger bases. And then they go to the dugout and Buck Showalter's going, is he talking about bigger bases? And he looks back over at first base and then he just starts to take a lead. And they're like, is he going to steal? Does big people don't steal? But what's he doing? And you just see him run to second base.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah, the bigger bases, stolen bases are up. I'm seeing a lot of teams with an emphasis of spraying the ball. I like that. I think
Getting rid of the shift is helping a lot.
Oh yeah, it's great. I think you're going to see a emphasis on
bunting again.
Bunting, small game, 2-strike approach a lot. Hit a lot more hit runs because why the hell not? Because that space is open now for guys who can hit to the opposite field, for right-handers who can hit the opposite field. That thing is open now because you blast it. That second baseman's not getting to it. And first baseman's good for like a step, maybe. That's about it. Yeah, I'm loving that part. Yeah, stolen bases are up. I think hit and runs are up. It is brought, like I said, I'm not used to it, and maybe I'm just being a curmudgeon, but I do agree with the changes, and I like them. I wish they gave them a little bit more time, maybe 3-5 seconds, but I don't know, maybe by the All-Star break. I don't think enough people are bitching about it. Everybody's tripping over themselves to kiss Rob Manfred's ass about how great this is and everything.
Well, I've also noticed that now you don't see people anymore in the stands wanting to leave because it's going quick, which in this ADHD society we have now, I mean, God forbid a baseball game goes more than 3 hours, but the average baseball game right now has been around 2 hours in between 18 to 40 minutes, which
I think the average is 2:28 right now.
And last year, the average baseball game was 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So watch the new Avatar movie or go to a baseball game. I'm going to a damn baseball game.
Right. For sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's just taking a minute to get used to it for sure. We'll get to some more stuff, but let me get through some of these standings here.
And just so people understand, this stupid thing everybody is talking about because of that damn pitcher that was talking about the safety on beer cells. Okay. The beer cells had nothing to do with you being safe to go home.
Yeah.
It all had everything to do with that infamous basketball game in 2004 in Detroit, a.k.a. the Malice at the Palace. And since then, hockey has stopped selling beer at the start of the third period. Basketball stopped selling beer at the end of the third period. Baseball stopped selling beer at the bottom of the 7th inning. It had nothing to do with you being safe to go home, because if it was safe to go home, you wouldn't be allowed to get there at 10 o'clock in the morning and tailgate till you can't figure your ass out anymore. What the hell just happened?
Yeah, I'm messing with buttons.
That's what happened.
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm playing with buttons. Sorry. Yeah, that was funny that he put that out there. It is kind of ridiculous. To the NL East, the Braves are murdering it. 12-4, 7-3, tomahawking chop their way through baseball right now.
That's a slaughter.
Oh yeah, man. 12-4, 7-3 in their last 10. I mean, hey, I grew up a big Braves fan. It was one of the teams I followed closely because of the big three, Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox. I mean, God, there was great years to watch them pitching. Oh, these guys were amazing. Just so good. None of them. Well, Smoltz he threw hard. But
And then he became a reliever.
Yeah. Do you remember that series in the playoffs when he was throwing and grunting? Do you know why? Do you remember why?
Didn't he like tear his rotator cuff?
Nah, he had a tear in his elbow. He had to get Tommy John. Yeah, like it hurt so bad to throw, but he still went up on the mound, took the ball, was like, I got this, boys, and was throwing with a torn ligament. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I know how much that hurts because I was doing that shit with tree work when I ruptured my labrum. I didn't know I ruptured my labrum, but like I'm telling you, those are weird injuries. I'll tell you this. You know what's funny? At the end of the day, it hurt a little bit. It hurt a lot, actually, sometimes for about like an hour and a half. But during when I was working, unless I specifically needed that part of my shoulder, it didn't hurt until I did. And then I was like, oh, but I could still work. It just eventually came to the point where I couldn't take the pain. And I had to get it fixed. But yeah, what a gangster, man. But Atlanta out to a hot start. The New York Metropolitans comms team.
Yep.
Minus Edwin Diaz, who tweeted earlier today that he may make an early return. Look, Mets fans.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
You're fucked. You're fucked, and then you're fucked a little bit more, and then you're
because Justin Verlander's hurt.
Yeah.
Scherzer's hurt.
Yeah, it's over. Mets fans, you're going to be in the most familiar place, your happy place, and that is the Mets suck, you're pissed off, and you hate everybody. Yeah. So just think happy thoughts about 1986 and, Ray Knight.
No, let's not.
A couple other boys, and you'll be good. Miami, hey, Miami.
Had their first hit for the cycle.
Yeah, they're the last team to do it, too. Jesus. That was a fun fact I didn't know. I'm really trying to get up on my other baseball pods. A guest I'd love, beg, plead to get on the show sometime would be Dallas Braden from Baseball.
I've reached out multiple times.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe send him some a gift of electric lettuce. That might help because he loves that stuff. I think he would be great. I think he'd be great on the show. Because he's great on Baseball is Dead. He's a A's color guy, and I turn into late games. I see if the A's are playing just so I can listen to Dallas call games because he's just hilarious and has been attacked by possums, which is even more funny. In the Oakland Coliseum, God, that place is a disaster.
And he really wants them to move to Vegas.
Yes, of course he does. But yeah, Miami, had a young man hit for the cycle the other day. That's awesome. Good for them. But 8-8, kind of where they figured they'd be around there all year. Philadelphia is hurting. I think without the Schwarbs, this team is And now Bryce Harper's playing first base. Am I
Yeah.
right?
So he can come back.
Yeah, okay. All right. True. He just got to make a lot of throws from there. And whatever. I mean, he's I'd say above average outfielder, but hey, you want to play first base and DH a lot? Hey, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You're left-handed, so you're cheating a little bit, but I still think he's a gangster. I think Bryce Harper's a guy that you hate when he's on the other team, but if you're on his team, you love him.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like AJ Pierzynski from the White Sox. Yeah, I heard that about him his whole career. Like everybody hated playing against him, but everybody who played with him on the team, they absolutely loved him. So Philly's in trouble. I don't know what they're gonna do there.
Too much money.
Little World Series hangover? Question mark?
Possibly.
Even though they didn't win, but still. Washington Nationals. Wow. formerly known as the Montreal Expos.
They need to go back to Montreal.
They need to go back to Montreal.
Baseball is better when there is a team in Montreal. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they were looking like the team to win the World Series.
And the Astros need to go back to the goddamn National League.
Yeah. Right. To the NL West we go. This is hilarious to me. In Arizona, where they play for rings in the desert, because that's what they do. They play for rings. 9-7. They're atop the fucking NL West. What? It's not San Diego. It's not the Dodgers. It's not San Francisco. Everybody knew it wasn't going to be Colorado.
No, they're getting too high.
Enjoy in Colorado. I hope you enjoy that money you gave Chris Bryant, because that dude is toast. I don't know what happened, but ever since he got hurt a couple of years ago, he's not the guy from like 2014, 15, 16. He's not that rookie of the year MVP dude. He's not. I don't know if it's the injury. I'm guessing it's the injury. Because look, I haven't thrown a baseball since they repaired my shoulder, and I'm kind of terrified to do so. So there's something there. And when you get shoulder issues, like any injury on a baseball player is nasty. But I believe it was his left shoulder. So that's your guide arm.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. If you can't put the bat to the ball and guide it there correctly, and then you're just never going to hit anything. And he's really not hitting anything. So
at all.
So, I mean, I feel bad because I love the dude. I mean, when him, Rizzo, Baez, Addison Russell were all together, oh my God, that was a great time. But yeah.
Did you see Javi Baez the other day?
I didn't talk about that. We could go ahead and get back to the standings a little bit. Javi Baez got benched by AJ Finch the other day for running into a double play.
Yep.
He didn't know how many outs there were, apparently, and he got benched. And I don't know what happened to El Mago, boys, but something happened because
he pulled a Tom Brady when they were playing the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
it was fourth down?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but he is gone. I don't know if he fell in love with himself too much after the 2016 season and you know, all the hype and everybody calling him El Mago, but he's turned into rubbish. I don't know what happened. Everything goes to Detroit, turns to shit. Is that what it is? Because like this is Miggy's last year. You remember how nasty and scary Miggy was for years, and now like he doesn't even have a home run yet.
Nope,
it's terrible.
Does he even have a hit?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sure, but like, but I don't know. He's got a hit. I know that, but let's look him up right here. He's hit 30 at bats, 7 hits, 233 batting average, 3 RBIs. He's got an on base percentage of 281. His slug is 333. Oh,
that's horrible for Miggy.
Well, it's been like that for like 7 years, dude. It's been ever since he got to Detroit. It's just been absolutely atrocious, man. Terrible.
Well, Detroit has not been the same since they let Scherzer and Verlander go.
Well, yeah. I mean, who would be?
Yeah.
Verlander pitching complete games there and still losing.
Yes.
But yeah, back to the Arizona Diamondbacks, where they play for rings in the desert. They're a fairly young crew. They still got the bums. They got the Bumgarner there. But they're atop the NL West. No, I don't think for long. I think the Dodgers and the Padres are going to get their shit together. But they are there, 6-4 in the last 10, 9-7. The Dodgers got beat up by the Cubbies. That's hilarious. That is so funny. 4-6 in their last 10 are the Dodgers. 8-8, they're at 500. The Padres, what the fuck is going on in San Diego, boys? 8-9, 5-5 in their last 10. Like this is a team everybody's talking about winning the NL West, defeating the Dodgers, going on to glory, and they're in third place.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a tight, they're only a game and a half back, so it's not like Arizona's running away with it. Like I said, I don't think they're going to be there for very long. But the Giants, San Francisco, 5-9, 3-7 in their last 10. They are just terrible, and even worse are the Colorado Rockies at 5-11, 3-7 in their last 10. Eesh.
Oh, King of the Ringworm is coming back.
King of the Ringworm. Oh, yeah. Fernando
Tatis. Yep.
Junior.
Yep.
Yeah. What a moron. God, he's a good baseball player. What a fucking moron. Here, take this for your ringworm. Is it on the approved list? He didn't even ask.
Nope.
Idiot. I mean, the funny thing is, you look at Tatis and how he's built and how he is. He obviously wasn't doing that to get jacked, right? He wasn't. We know this, but still on the unapproved list for MLB and got pinched. So there it is. Yeah, we talked about AJ Hinch getting benched by Javi Baez.
Other way around.
Yeah. What's that?
You said Javi Baez benched AJ Hinch.
Oh, whatever. Got benched. Yeah. Ian Happ signed an extension with the Cubs. That's cool. I like that. So it looks like him and Dansby Swanson are going to be together for a while, and there's hope. Stroman is pitching like a gangster. Finally, and not that he had a bad year last year, but he is lights out. I don't think he's given up a run yet. I can look that up.
I don't think he has.
Which could be running into a record of some sort.
This pitch clock's helping him out.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh God, why can't I find him? Anyways, all right, moving on. Yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, that was Luis Arraez. Found that in my notes. That's the guy who hit for the cycle for the Marlins. Yeah, where is it? Where's the other one? We haven't talked about Tampa Bay at all. What the fuck?
Tampa Bay is a product of a very, very easy starting schedule. Then all of a sudden,
let me ask you something: are all the teams they played, are they Major League Baseball teams? They are, right?
Well, when you consider them Detroit and Kansas City,
are they on the MLB website as teams?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just checking. Keep going. I just want to slide that in there.
I'm just saying. Then you go in with a 13-game win streak, and you play Toronto, and Toronto abruptly.
Well, they beat
stops
them 6-3. I think they beat them the other night.
Last night was 6-3. I think their first game was 9-0.
Yeah.
So, okay.
A lot of look, I love it. My favorite part about this, though, and look, they played weak teams. All Major League Baseball teams, right? Okay, we established that. And how many times do you see the Yankees play? Oh, God, I knew I was going to say that. Pook's just going to watch this and be like, pick another team. The Dodgers play the we'll go with that. The Brewers are hot right now. The Brewers play Kansas City in a 4-game series, and they lose one of those games, right? It's rare to see like a 4-game sweep, right?
Very rare.
Okay, so that's what I think makes Tampa Bay's 13-game winning streak that fucking amazing. By the way, the teams, the teams that they tied, right? You know the name? It's great. It's my favorite part of the story. The St. Louis Maroons.
Yes, from 1894.
If they weren't even throwing the ball overhand.
No, they were under tossing the ball.
Under tossing. It wasn't overhand. They were doing an under, which they probably should have stuck with because nobody's arms would have ever gotten hurt.
Probably.
Yeah, because this is not natural. Like, what do you mean? No, it's not. It is not. Your shoulder is engineered to do it this way. It is not engineered to do it that way. Trust me. You want to see the scars? I'll show you to prove it. I've got 5 of them right here. Another reason I want to get Dallas on the show because
I actually think
buddies.
that this year you're not going to see a no-hitter.
Oh,
Why do you say that?
Here we
No,
go.
you're not going to see one pitcher throw a no-hitter. You will see a combined game no-hitter.
Yeah.
You won't see one pitcher throwing a no-hitter.
Oh,
Because they won't last that long in the game, or what?
Well, they got rid of the shift. So
Yeah.
you now have to rely on actually pitching again, which a lot of pitchers aren't pitching. They're more concerned with velocity over quality pitches and placement.
Yeah.
So that's going to go by the wayside. So you will probably see a combined, like in the World Series, with like 3 or 4 pitchers throwing a no-hitter, not just one person. Stolen bases are going to go through the roof. You'll probably see a 40-40 this year.
I don't know if we're going to see a 40-40, but I definitely say we'll see a 30-30. But you don't think that? All right, let's make this a bet. Somebody write this down. Kyle thinks there's not going to be a no-hitter this year. I guarantee there's going to be a no-hitter this year.
How many innings do they have to pitch in order for it to be a no-hitter?
What's that?
He's got to pitch all 9 innings in order to have a no-hitter in the book.
If he's a starter, yeah.
Yeah, if he's a starter, yeah.
All right.
There's been combined, but
There's been combines, but that's not the same.
Right.
No, I still think there's guys that can absolutely do it. Like,
well, wait a minute. How many pitchers? What percentage of pitchers go 9 innings?
Well, not like as many as they used to, but
nowhere near as many as they used to.
Oh, but I think. Look, I think one of the things you're going to see is you're going to start very quickly, in my opinion. You're going to see, I hope, a return to guys who can
pitch
with control, who can pitch and pitch to contact. Guys like Greg Maddux, guys like Tommy Glavine, because without the shift, I there's too many hard flamethrowers out there who don't. Look, Justin Verlander's exception that proves the rule. Who is your girl's guy in New York? No,
DeGrom.
Jacob DeGrom. Guys like that are just those are rare guys. There's like 5 guys that are power pitchers with precision control, right? But there is a plethora of guys who can throw really hard, but they can't
locate a pitch.
Yeah, they can't locate a pitch.
It's either really off and on, or it's a very specific spot they constantly hit.
Yeah. So we might see research of that. I hope we do. I think you're going to see too. Another thing is you're going to see infielders change again back to where they were pre-shift. Like you're not going to have as many 40 home run shortstops.
No,
you need a guy with range and an arm, not a guy who can blast bombs. Like because he's fucking worthless now.
Yep.
If he doesn't have the range, he's fucking worthless. I mean, that in Boston, you got a guy that's like 6'7" playing short because they don't fucking know where else to put him.
Yeah.
I mean,
or we convert a guy that was really good in Colorado and now he sucks.
Yeah.
Word of advice: if you're really good in Colorado and you get traded to a team, you're probably gonna suck.
Let's talk a little bit real quick. You guys are going to have to hold this down for a minute. I have to jump for about 5 minutes here in just a second. But I wanted to talk about something fun, like home run celebrations. I'm liking that. And I got my new favorite. Guess who's my new favorite home run celebration?
Just no idea.
Randy Arozarena.
No, it's Shohei in the samurai hat.
Oh yeah. That's what I
love. That is so cool. Like, what does a home run celebration have to be in the dugout to be cool? It has to be topical. It has to make sense. It's something the fans can get behind and easily.
I like the one the Baltimore Orioles do with the chugging hose.
The chugging hose. See, I don't know if that's gonna make it. Is it gonna make it? Because is MLB gonna go?
No, because you're seeing them dump Gatorade in there.
All right, that's fine. All right, that's good. I also like And I don't think I think they need to take this down to like one player. But you've seen the celebration, the double celebration, the sprinkler, and then all the guys in the dugout start spitting out water onto the I mean, baseball's fun, damn it. It's fun, you know.
My Red Sox used to have the one where it was the laundry cart.
Yes.
The dugout.
Yes.
And now because we have Otani's boy, he's got these inflatable golden weights, so he just walks through the dugout going like this.
Yeah, and I was listening to a pod the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but I'm pretty sure it was Baseball is Dead because that's my favorite pod. Not Dallas Braden. They were. I think they need to like either make those things real or extra goofy. Like make them like 500-pound big foam ones, and just or make them real, you know, and just go. The Buccos have a great one, the Pirate Sword. You see this? Ah!
The two Korean guys start sword fighting.
Yeah, they start sword fighting. It's great. It's great, man. One that's got to go with Cincinnati's. That's got to go. The Viking hat gone. Get it out of there.
They did something new to it now.
Did they?
They added to it.
Oh.
It's the Viking helmet. It's the Viking helmet with like the fur rug.
What?
Yeah, you look like you're straight out of Game of Thrones wearing a Viking helmet.
All right. That's not too bad. Milwaukee's got the cheese head.
Yeah.
Love that. Topical makes sense, right? I'd like to see like Colorado. I don't know if they have one, but it'd be pretty cool.
Probably smoking a blunt.
No, I don't think that's going to go far. I don't think that's going to go far, but maybe like get him with like he hits a home run, you come to the dugout, they put a ski goggles on you and the poles, and you just mush your way through the
Padres have the spinning chain.
Yeah, which is great, but I think somebody else does a chain too, but the Padres like got together and anteed up and had a jeweler
do it, a jeweler do it,
yeah, and so that's cool. I like that.
And Bob Melvin actually goes up and spins it.
Oh God!
The Braves have one that's funny now because of Matt Chapman.
Yeah,
they call him Big Head.
Yeah,
so they got a big giant baseball hat.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
okay.
and he had the hardest hit home run to date this year because everybody's paying attention to exit velocity.
Yeah,
it left his bat at 119 miles an hour.
That's this year though, right? Because last year, I know a dude hit one harder.
Kyle Schwarber did.
Yeah, 122.
Yeah, like 122 or 23.
Yeah. What else did we want to get about baseball? We talked a little bit about the Rays, of course. Give me who's better than Garrett Cole after his last start? Anybody? Like, how many guys would you pick to pitch one game over Garrett Cole right now? Mr. Sticky, allegedly.
What's his face?
I don't know. Was he in that movie with that other guy?
I would pick Shohei Ohtani over Garrett Cole.
You take Shohei.
Yep.
Okay. I like Shohei. Yeah, over Garrett Cole. Yeah, I love this guy in Milwaukee, Bob Woodward. I love him. I mean, first of all, his name is Bob.
Yeah.
That's just great. Like
forwards and backwards, still Bob.
Yeah, who are we facing? Bob. Bob sounds like a plumber. Bob sounds like the guy who
or a builder.
Or a builder, yeah. It's like, hey, call Bob. I need some siding done. Call Bob. I need this tree taken down. It doesn't sound like but he's a gay. I think I'd take him. Definitely take Scherzer. Another guy on the Brewers, Freddie Peralta. I take Julio Urias of the Dodgers.
Have you seen the two pitchers the Dodgers have? I call him Sideshow Bob and his cousin. You have Dustin May, who looks like Sideshow Bob because he's got the big curly afro that comes out of his hat.
Okay.
Well, they also have this black dude, so I call him Sideshow Bob's cousin, who has almost the same hairdo as Dustin May. And I'm just sitting here. He was pitching yesterday. I'm like, that's Sideshow Bob's cousin. That's a lot of hair. They didn't even have that much hair in the 70s. This is stupid. And you're constantly going like this after every pitch. I'm like, come on, dude, cool it.
I'm gonna try and find something real quick here that's pretty funny. Oh yeah, so here's a position player. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm kind of ruining it. This guy's a Kansas City Royal. He is a outfielder. And this dude comes in to pitch. And watch this, boys. Watch this. 94.
That's probably like the first time he's pitched since high school.
94. That's awesome, right? Like, he's got a 92 mile an hour, 94 mile an hour four seam, 92 mile an hour sinker, and it's good. I didn't want to play the whole thing because I'm already at war with Facebook. Might as well,
And to note, people, that guy was out there pitching because they were getting slaughtered by the Texas Rangers.
Yes.
11-1.
Yes. Oh, speaking of that, one more thing.
That was another one of the rules they had. Position players.
Yeah.
The amount of position players coming in to pitch, only if it is a slaughter.
Oh, they have to have it within a run differential. Or
there is a certain run differential before you can start using outfielders or infielders.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Emotional damage.
Because who I want to see throw an inning this year? Who's retiring? Who's the first ball Hall of Famer? Who's retiring this year? Miguel Cabrera.
Oh yeah,
he's never pitched. They got to get that done, right? They got to make that happen, right? In Detroit.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That'd be fucking horrible. It's gonna be fucking horrible. He's gonna get shellacked. No, you don't know though.
It'd be like Bartolo Colon coming in from freaking the penal league down in Cuba.
Dude, I'm telling you, it'd be great. But here's the thing: it's funny. You don't think about this. It's like if you see one of the funniest things the guys told me was taking a fourth gen fighter and fighting it against a warbird, like a warbird. It's you're so mismatched that actually if you're forced in a dogfight, the warbird's probably gonna win.
Yeah, they showed that in Top Gun 2.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, but I don't know. Like, what was I getting at? God damn, I lost my train of thought. Squirrel. I'm watching. I clicked on the Nate Eaton throwing his sinkers at the bottom of the zony, like a gangster. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Maybe I can find it. In my
Damn,
notes.
that guy just stole 2 bases.
Oh,
no wonder it's Pena, the shortstop from the Astros.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, did you hear about the dude from the Astros? 2016, 2017. Yeah, went on a Twitter blow up and told everybody like, "Oh yeah, we were cheating like motherfuckers."
Yeah, the guy with the beard that used to hit everything.
Yes.
He goes, "Yeah, we fully cheated. Yeah, hell yeah, we did."
And we changed it up in the playoffs. We were like banging on the trash cans anymore. Like we knew what CC was throwing before he threw it. Like, oh, and people were just starting to get off the Astros train of you fucking cheaters. And now this comes back up, and this dude just unburdened his soul on Twitter and lights him up and like talked about he did steroids and this other shit didn't get caught, and it's like, wow, now I have to hate the Astros again. after multiple people telling me, "Oh, let it go, let it go, let it go," I'm like, "All right, I'll let it go. Fuck it, it was over. It's not like I didn't cheat in baseball, or at least attempt to. But now it's like it came out like, yeah, it was institutional. We were all in it, like." And CC Sabathia, you go back and watch those playoffs, they teed off on him, and CC
Big
didn't
time.
seem like the guy to let that go.
No.
Like I wouldn't want to run into that dude at like a
Uh-uh.
baseball convention or whatever. Like, because I'm thinking CC might throw some hands because he's
he ain't afraid to.
no, he's a big boy.
That's it. Evan Gaddis.
Evan Gaddis. Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
But he did say it didn't come from a specific manager.
Mm-hmm.
It came from the manager. Because they were trying to say it wasn't Carlos Beltran or my manager for the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Cora.
Yeah, it was AJ Hinch.
And his penance is going to Detroit.
Yes.
There's a story I heard the other day about I think it was Dallas Braden. That's you're my boy, Dallas. You gotta do this. I think he was talking about he running the Bobby Valentine at the beginning of the season in spring training. And he walked up to him and goes, "Have you known immediately you've made the biggest mistake of your life?" And I guess he just turned away and walked away, talking to him like he's like, and it was a horrible season. When Bobby came back to manage again, and it was just a fucking disaster with the Mets, fucking horrible.
Yeah,
and he just knew like this is not going to work. In spring training, this guy said that like this is going to be horrible. Like I can't manage these personalities. And that's really all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Like you're managing personalities and you're getting them and putting them in positions to succeed. You can't hit the ball, you can't throw the ball, you can't catch the ball. You're just there to like manage personalities, keep people happy, and motivate people. And if you lose part of the clubhouse or a certain key figure in the clubhouse, it's fucking over.
There was I was watching this documentary the other day because I'm all about my subscriptions I got. And I was watching the Bo Jackson thing on ESPN Plus. And they were talking about when he was just taking a few swings at the Kansas City Royals facility.
Yeah.
And the famous Negro Leagues catcher Bob Johnson's son was talking with one of the Royals because Royals management, because they were getting the exhibits together for what is now the Negro Leagues museum there. And he goes, "Can you open that window? I want to know if I'm hearing this." And they opened up the window and he goes, "I have not heard a ball come off a bat like that since my father." Who is that? And they're like, "Oh, we might draft him. That's Bo Jackson."
You don't know Bo?
Who? He was like, "Who?"
What was that commercial? You don't know Bo?
Oh yeah, those commercials were great. He shows up with a surfboard. He's on a bicycle.
Yeah. You don't know Bo? Come on, man. Yeah. All right. Hey, I gotta dip. Take care of something real quick. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Hold the fort down. Don't let Pops burn anything down or anything.
I'll just let Pop start talking about racing.
Well, he's got slides, so whatever. But I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, he could talk about it without. He could talk about it without the slides.
We can talk. We can talk about it. We just God only knows what we would say, but we'll come up with something. I'm trying to print out the results of today's race, and I'm getting nothing but gobbledygook on the printer. So it will be interesting.
Gobbledygook.
It was a good race, though. I mean, Martinsville, it's they call it the paperclip because it's a half-mile track and it's so tight, and it comes a week after Bristol, and so Bristol is where all you do is make enemies.
Yeah.
Regardless whether you win or lose, you just make enemies while you're racing there, and then you come to another short track that is really hard to get right, because if you don't get your speed right going in, you ain't going to come off the turn right, and It's a wild deal, and that's where they were today. The neat part was Chase Elliott finally is back in the race car. 6 weeks off because of a broken leg. But it was, NASCAR said, "Oh, that's okay. We'll just we'll give him a mulligan, and we're going to let him still into the playoffs, even though he didn't play." Or the deal is they're supposed to race every race in the series, and he missed 6 of them. Normally, or before, I don't know if it was normal or not, but it was always you didn't get the dispensation, I guess, unless you were injured in racing. And Chase got injured snowboarding.
Yeah.
But because he is the most popular driver, son of the most popular driver, and the most popular driver, they found a way to come up with a dispensation and let him qualify for the playoffs. And I mean, he's going to do it with a win. I mean, he's that good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts of whether he's good or not. I'm just checking out my printer because it's spitting stuff out. I don't know what it is. But anyway, he will be in the playoffs. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The guy that everyone expects to win did win today. Kyle Larson is not being as impressive this year as he has been in years past, but he did manage to run down Joey Logano in the very end of the race, and I think maybe 20, 30 laps he had the lead. So that was a good win for dear Mr. Larson. He's outspoken. I mean, he's talked about there's no reason to run on dirt at Bristol. It was a good racetrack. Why are we messing with it?
Yeah.
And you don't expect people to go against NASCAR that way, but he is the type of person that has the ability to do that kind of thing and get away with it. We found out that not everyone gets away with everything. His car owner had a battle with NASCAR 4 weeks ago. Yeah, 4 weeks ago, where they found some problems with louvers on the cars, and they inspected, I guess, 3 of the cars. Well, 4 of the cars. But anyway, and they came up with some big suspensions and fines and losing points. They appealed that, and the appeal body did back off quite a bit. They knocked the fine down from $100,000 to $75,000, which is still
still a big fine,
substantial fine. But but they also did not take away any points towards the championship. So that was a big plus for those guys. It will be interesting to see what the rest of the deal goes, because it looks like they were shooting for him, and I think they got him that way. You got the slide, John? Should be 4/16/23 show or something.
I'm fucking done with Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucking done. Like once I get through this and figure it out, we'll broadcast to it, but I'm not sharing anything anymore on there. We're just gonna concentrate on YouTube and Rumble, and I'm gonna figure out how to promote that. But here we go. Yeah, here we go. I got the slides. Here we go.
All right. And that's just the opening of the slides. NASCAR 75th anniversary, and they're making a big deal out of it. In the Truck Series, which raced Friday night, you got Corey Heim winning his first race of the year. Now remember, this guy is only 20 years old, but this is his 3rd win overall. So a 20-year-old with 3 wins is pretty awesome. and he beat somebody you just don't beat, because Kyle Busch was going for his 200th win, and he finished second to Corey Heim. Corey Heim actually passed Kyle Busch on the outside. I mean, he didn't knock him out of the way. He went around the outside of Kyle Busch. So it was a pretty awesome deal. Zane Smith was third. My buddy Ty Majeski is fourth, and Tanner Gray came in fifth spot. I think the next slide shows where we have the standings for the trucks.
All right, hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go. Majeski's still in first place. Zane Smith is 26 points back. Ben Rose, 49 back. Corey Heim, 71 points back. And Kristen Ackers is 72. The neat thing about this is that Majeski, he didn't win until, I think, the third last race last year to get a win. But he still, by leading the points, could qualify even without a win. So that part he's trying to do. It's just neat to see the young kid do that way. Next slide goes to the Xfinity Series. And call 811.com before you dig, 250 at Martinsville. And again, this is the paperclip. And this was a crazy ass race. John H. Nemechek, and I misspelled his name. But anyway, ends up with the win. Sammy Smith, second. Cole Custer, who had the pole and was competitive the whole race, but just could not get it back up the front. Josh Berry, Brandon Jones, and Justin Allgaier take out the rest of the field. Next slide.
Oh, shit. Is that it?
This is what you look for the years standing so far. John H. Nemechek in first. Austin Hill second, 21 back. Chandler Smith, 34 points back. Riley Herbst, 38 back. Not that far back behind Chandler. And then Josh Berry, 43. Josh Berry, interesting dude. This is a guy that drives for Junior Motorsports. And he drove late models for Junior Motorsports for I don't know how many years. And they always tried to fit him in, and they never could get him in. But they finally found the right money, got the right sponsorship. So Josh Berry is running for Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series. He was driving the 9 car for Chase Elliott because the Chase was out for with the busted leg. But I mean that speaks well when you bring in a guy from Xfinity Series to race in the Cup Series when your driver's out. So Josh Berry is quite the young dude. He's not a young dude. He's in his 40s now. So, but he is doing well. Next slide. Chase Elliott is back. That's the word for the Cup Series. He was out for 6 weeks. He is back. Unfortunately, you won't see him in the top 10. Well, top 5. Let's just wait. Switch to the next slide.
Okay.
You got Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Briscoe in the top 5. Chase Briscoe Chase Elliott did finish in 10th spot. He said that it wasn't due to his weak leg. They just missed the setup that bad. But it's neat to see him back, and it's neat to see him be able to run the entire race. Because when you miss racing for 6 weeks, you're bound to be a little weak. But he was able to do okay with that. Next slide.
Hey.
Goes to the IndyCar Series, where they raced this week at the Long Beach Grand Prix, which was awesome. It's always a neat race, and the track is very challenging. and you got somebody brand new driving for Andretti Motorsports that came out with the win. This is the kid that was supposed to go to Andretti Motorsports last year, but they had some contractual problems, and so they farmed him out to AJ Foyt Motorsports, and he raced for Foyt last year, and then moved back into Andretti this year. Kyle Kirkwood. Kyle was an awesome driver when he was in the Road to Indy series. He did unbelievable racing and wins for Andretti, but they couldn't move him up for 2 years, and so they did it this year, and he wins his race at Long Beach. Next slide.
Okay.
So anyway, the Long Beach Grand Prix, Kyle Kirkwood beat a very strong Romain Grosjean. That's also an Andretti driver.
Formula F1 guy, right?
Yeah. Marcus Ericsson snuck in there for Chip Ganassi, but then fourth place was also an Andretti driver. It's Colton Herta. So they finished first, second, and fourth, which is not bad for a team. and the other thing was their other driver finished. Well, he was I think he was running 10th when he hit the so it would have been first, second, fourth, and 10th of the 4 cars they had, but he had a comeuppance with the tire barrier on the second last race, or second last lap of the race. But it was neat to see Colton Herta up in the top. Alec Palou, Will Power, Felix Rosenquist, and this will crack you up. They have the Bose brothers, Bus Brothers. That's Joseph Newgarden and Scott McLaughlin. They have a podcast. They're called the Bus Brothers. and they finished 9th and 10th right next to each other. They qualified right next to each other. So it was interesting to see that happen. Next week, they go to Alabama. And that is going to be the course is so pretty down there in Birmingham. It's just unbelievably pretty and good racing. The track is very, very tight, but you'll see some great racing coming out of there. F1 is off again this week and next week. This is because China was supposed to be now, but China is not having a race this year because they still got problems with their I guess the China syndrome, the battle they have with
the Wuhan Weezer.
they just they won't admit that they have any problems, but they still are in lockdown there. So that's probably why we're not racing there this year again. But they are on the schedule. Well, they were on the schedule for this year, but they backed out. They were on the schedule for last year, and they backed out because of the health issues, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up what's going on now. F1 will be in the 1st of May, I think it is. You got the IndyCar coming up with the big race at Indy. So it's all coming to a head real quick.
I gotta put this up. Carl Loomis was checking in. Yeah, man, I'm in a little bit of a war with Facebook, and I think it's a straw that broke the camel's back. I'm about done with that shit, and them. But I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Caught a Facebook ban, so your comments won't come through unless you're on YouTube, or they won't come through on Rumble yet. I'm still trying to figure out a way around that, but it is what it is, man. Facebook is. If you remember,
what are you saying won't come through on Rumble?
The comments won't come through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I can see them, but they won't come up on the comment list yet because it's a custom RTMP server link. So it is what it is. But yeah, good job, Pops. Appreciate it. Anything you're looking forward to coming up in the racing world?
No, they're going to be doing some testing at Indy next week. Just getting the cars ready. We got, I think, 34 solid entries So there will be bumping this year, but it's going to be one car. But they've got engines for all 34 cars, so we're not going to end up fighting that issue. I think I'm trying to think which way it goes. I think Honda has got for 17. Yeah, so they each are at 17 entries. Well, you got Honda 17 and Chevy with 17. They were supposed to be switching to a new engine formula next year. They're still screwing around with that. It was supposed to be the energy regeneration system, but for one reason or another, they can't get that organized this year. So they're putting it off again. I don't understand why the problem. I mean, Formula One's had it for any number of years, but they can't get it done here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. They're trying to do the right thing. They just stumble sometimes.
Yeah, they're an institution, so they're going to step on their dick more than they're not going to. So it is what it is, right?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, other than my battle with Facebook tonight, which I'm still fighting.
So question. Do you want to do something for the draft?
For the NFL draft?
Yeah.
That's up to Richie.
Like we predict before.
When is the draft?
I think it's Thursday the 20. I think it's Thursday's the 27th.
If Richie wants to do something, I say go ahead and do it. I don't know if I'll be able to participate. However,
because the draft starts at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, exactly. So I may not be able to be a part of it. I may be able to
the 27th through the 29th.
Yeah, Chris Benoit balls.
Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, you guys want to do something? I'm all about it. Go for it. I may be able to contribute. I may not. But yeah, you have my full, thumbs up to go ahead and do something. I don't know. Run up a couple guys, big NFL fans. You get Pook maybe to, well, yeah, Pook should be back. Pook's on an Asian tour right now, meeting his probably, I'm guessing, and he's going to kick me in the nuts for saying this, but probably out there searching for the next Mrs. X Christensen. So,
number 3 or number 4?
This will be 4.
Oh, so he's up there.
No, it'll be 3. It'll be 3.
3?
Yeah, it'll be
okay.
3. Yeah, it'll be 3.
So I'm the one on 4. All right.
Maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumping on the Pook, man. That's my boy.
But it's so easy to dump on.
Well, yeah, but he also can defend himself when he's
that's
here.
true.
Yeah, he can defend himself very well when he's here. Richie said he'll be back with us next week. That's great. Like I said, we may be changing the time of the show. My main concern is when Pook gets back, can Pook make the show if we take it to Sunday morning, which is when we first did it. The only problem with Sunday morning is I do the bar on Saturday night.
Yep.
And I'm going to be a little hungover-ish. But I don't know. I'm open to it because I have to be at work. I brought the subject up at work, and they're like, "Oh, you want to work a different shift?" I'm like, "Well, the demon / gorgeous angel Edith is starting to sleep through the night a little bit, so I'd like to have more time at home with her and James." Yeah, because he's in speech therapy right now, which I'm super excited about. And then he starts school in the fall. Fuck. My son that's just fucking terrifying, man.
Where's he going to speech therapy at?
It's over by Eastgate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he's going to school about right now where we're staying is it's about a mile.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, it's a United Methodist Church on Beachmont.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Michelle likes them. I've never met any of them, but she's like, yeah, they're great people. So a little. Cool. What do you mean a little? What are you referencing, Chris? A little. Explain. What?
Knocking back on Grandpa's special cider for.
Yeah. So I don't mind. I don't mind changing the time because I got to be up at like 7:20 tomorrow morning. I started drinking at like 3:00 today, so I might as well just keep going. But nobody's gonna be shocked if I show up to work hungover and work harder than everybody else.
Wow, if we can do it early in the morning, we're going to be able to make predictions for the football games.
That's kind of the thing that that's when we used to do sports church. Sports church used to be at like.
I remember sports church used to be a morning deal.
Yeah, it was 10 in the morning. Yeah.
When I had a neighbor complain because John was smoking so much in the garage. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, we'll take care of that later. Any final thoughts? Any points you want to bring up about your sports? Happy about your Bruins. I'm sorry I can't watch hockey on TV. It makes me nauseous. It literally makes me nauseous. I'm not even joking. Like trying to follow the puck, it fucks my head up, fucks my eyes up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I got hit in the head too many times. Probably got hit in the head too many times.
Probably had something to do with it.
Yeah, and I just can't watch it. Like I love my favorite thing besides going to the yard and watching the boys play baseball is going to a hockey game. I love watching hockey in an arena. It is fucking awesome. It is so cool. Yep. And hockey fans are just hilarious. They're just maniacs. Love it. The energy is so cool. But watching it at home is shit. It's fucking shit. It's horrible.
I can't listen. Like there's this dude. When I can watch it, I try to for the Bruins. I swear to God, it's Terrell announcing a fucking hockey game. I'm just sitting there going, how the hell is? And then you look at the dude and he's like this old white-haired guy. I'm like, no, that's not T, but God, they sound so much alike. Shit.
We need to get him back.
We ever gonna get him back?
Well, he pops on the bar from here from time to time, and when he can, it's great. And maybe we get him on some sports churches here and there because he is a very passionate hockey dude, about as much, if not more, than Doc is. So it'd be real helpful here and there for some like important stuff because the playoffs are starting. So maybe we can talk him into doing. We can't get him to do both for sure, but maybe maybe you can rotate it if he's down for that. But yeah, all right. So any other thing about baseball that's in your head, Doc? Because I know there's a lot of stuff running through my head, but that's squirrel. That's just me.
My shit bounces.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, ooh.
Well, your Red Sox are a fucking disaster. I mean, they get hit like they're getting hit. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Chris Sale done? Yes? No? Question?
Yes. Move his ass to the fucking bullpen. He's no longer a fucking starting
I don't
pitcher.
think he's even effective in the bullpen. I don't. All right, so is what's going on with Chris Sale? Is this just too many injuries?
Too many injuries, and the White Sox overworked his arm.
He hasn't adjusted. He doesn't know how to repitch with all the injuries because I mean his stuff is still good. His velocity is still okay, but like
the velocity's there. It's just it's sporadic.
Yeah, like
he's really in here. Yeah. Like if he could sit down with Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
That might work.
You brought that up. I think that's what's wrong with him. I think it's in his fucking head. Like his injuries have gotten to his head. And I get it. Like I get it. Like I haven't thrown a baseball since my shoulder got redone. And I want to because I want to start playing catch. Like next time Dad comes up and we'll get James a glove. I want to play catch with us. All three of us. Now James isn't great at catching. Kid's got a fucking rocket arm.
Yeah, he's got an arm. I've seen some of the pictures, or not the pictures, the video of him.
But can't catch yet. But we'll get. I think when he sees me and Dad,
I have never seen a wiffle ball not deviate when you throw it.
Yeah.
He can throw a wiffle ball and it won't move. It just keeps going straight. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, who the hell taught him that?
Not this guy. Not me at all. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun. But I definitely want him to pick it up. And the funny thing is, I think Edith is left-handed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
she is. So I might have a left-handed female softball pitcher. Yeah, which would be great.
man.
I love it. Love it. They're going to play sports whether they want to or not. I don't give a shit. I'm dying on that hill. I'm dying on that hill. I don't care. I'm dying on that hill with my wife. They're going to play sports. They're going to.
I actually feel like I think the Red Sox, and I say this with every being of my heart, needs to get rid of that fucking idiot that is our general manager. Somehow or another, appease the gods and get Theo to come back.
Yeah, might be. Theo's brilliant. Theo is brilliant.
We have, and no offense, Dombrowski. Give the man 1 or 2 years. He's good. Don't give that man 8 or 9 years. He will kill your baseball team.
Right.
I like our current manager. Our farm system is decent.
Decent is not what the Red Sox need, though. They need awesome.
Heim is killing the team.
Yeah. Fucking
we need an AJ. We need an AJ Preller. We don't need a fucking jockstrap washer.
Yeah. Well, hey, with the Cubs, I don't know where the Ricketts are going with this team. Signing Stroman, great thing. Getting Dansby Swanson, although he's hurt, he'll be back. I don't know. Do you know? Can you look it up real quick? See what it was? They hurt. I think it was lower left tightness, and I'm thinking that's an oblique, which scares the shit out of me because those are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
The only thing worse is a groin injury.
Or an arm injury.
Actually, a groin injury you can nurse a lot easier than an oblique. You sneeze wrong, you can reignite an oblique injury because it's on your side. If you don't know, people, it's on your side, and like if you sneeze too hard, it'll actually like aggravate the injury. Whereas a groin injury, which Pop saw me go through, I had to drag. I literally couldn't pick up my leg for like 2 months, and I still played baseball. Which was dumb. I couldn't hit for power at all, but because I couldn't explode my hip. But
he's fine. They said he injured something.
Yeah,
his wife is on the women's national soccer team.
Yeah, I know. She's a gangster.
She got injured and needed surgery.
Okay,
so he faked an injury and said, "I gotta go to the hospital."
I gotta go take care of my wife. Well, good on you, bro. Good on you. Yeah. That's fine. Good. I'm glad. I think he likes it in Chicago. I think they like him. I think the team. I think the crowd. I think the fans love him. I think him and Hap can do some good things there. I think there's 2 or 3 pieces missing. Definitely the bullpen. Definitely one more big bat. We need a big bat there because there's nobody scary in that lineup. Not scary. Like Hap can hit. Swanson can hit.
Yeah, but when you beat the Dodgers 13-0,
I know.
You're doing something right.
I'm tempering. Look, I'm a Cubs fan. I have to temper my expectations, right? And I have to hedge my bets because
I'll even be flipping through looking for a baseball game. I'm like slapping Alyssa on the chest, going, "Look at that score. Minnie's going to be really happy."
I was.
And then she goes, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Look." She goes, "Holy shit." Yeah. And then I hit her again. I'm like, "Look at the red score." Whoa.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I just think we're missing a piece or two, especially in the bullpen. Another feared bat would be great. And there's some guys out there. Unfortunately, all the guys I can think of are in the NL Central, and that almost never happens. What's the dude in Pittsburgh who's just raking right now?
Reynolds.
Yes, just raking. That's not going to happen. You got Tyler O'Neill who's available. or probably
Well,
going to be available in St.
the-
Louis. But
The problem with the Pirates is the minute they get a decent player, they trade his ass.
no, yeah, they're the farm system for the Yankees. I mean, they have been for years. But
Look, they're the new San Diego Padres. They are the farm system for baseball, period.
yeah, which is unfortunate, man. I talked about this last night with Michelle when I was completely obliterated, and she's like, if you hit the the fuck you money lottery, like $750 million, would you make a run at buying the Cubs? I'm like, no, but maybe the Tigers because they're probably cheaper. Like, I don't know. I'd be terrible baseball. I'd be terrible owner, man. Nobody want to work for me, man. Nobody want. That's not true. I mean, you can find people who share your passion and your idea about the game, but yeah, like somebody needs to do something about the Tigers, man.
Like my biggest thing right now is if you have a series of sports teams in your city where you have 3 or more, that's a good city. But somehow or another, Detroit mind boggles me. You have the Pistons, the Red Wings, and the Tigers,
and the Lions,
and they don't do.
They all
shit.
suck. They all suck.
Well, no, you can't say that about the Lions. They are on the up and up.
Yes,
Here
they
you
are.
go, you and the Lions. Yeah.
Well, that's because we threatened to throw them to Europe.
Maybe we should do that with the Athletics, huh?
Yeah, that could be happening.
I just think if the A's go to a new city,
there is a ownership group. I got to get this in before we go. There's an ownership group with the Utah Jazz that wants to bring an expansion team for MLB to Salt Lake City. Thoughts?
that would be awesome.
It's a fucking small market, though.
But still, Colorado would finally be like, okay, now there's another cold team to play.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
As a sports fan, it pisses me off the most that the Oklahoma City Thunder, aka the Seattle Supersonics, had to leave.
Yeah, sure.
I want the Supersonics back in Seattle.
Yeah.
If LeBron James can do anything for basketball, move the Orlando Magic to fucking Tampa and put the Oklahoma City Thunder back in Seattle. That will rewrite the history of the world and things will get better again.
Mm-hmm.
And put a baseball team in Montreal.
Will you take them from Detroit?
No. Send the fucking Washington Nationals back. They shouldn't have left in the first fucking place.
Yeah.
All
right. And that's another thing that pisses me off. You have the Baltimore Ravens, which is in Maryland.
Right.
And you have the Washington Commanders, which is in D.C.
All right.
2 hours away.
Yeah.
Do we really need 2 football teams that close to one another?
I don't know. You got Indianapolis and Cincinnati pretty darn close too.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you have Pittsburgh and Cleveland. They're an hour apart-ish.
Yeah.
So they say. But still, when Maryland and D.C. are competing, just keep the team in Maryland. Get rid of the Redskins.
Why? Because they're offensive?
No, bring back the Redskins name.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Move them to a market where there needs to be a football team. I don't know. San Diego?
Yeah. Well, that would put, 4 teams in California?
We used to have 4 football teams in California.
You had 3.5.
No, we had the Rams, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
No offense, the Rams and the Chargers don't need to be in the same building. This is not New York. I mean, New Jersey. I'm sorry. There's only one team that really technically plays in New York, and it's Buffalo, which is basically Canada.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I'm running through some stuff here real quick. I'm still fighting with Facebook, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to fight, but I'm fucking done. I'm over these fucking pieces of shit. You're spamming. I've been doing this for 7 years, and all of a sudden I'm a spammer. Okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're done, and you're dying anyways. Like, no bullshit for those you listen and catching this later. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Share it out wherever you can.
Yeah.
But when we started this and we started doing live streams on Facebook, we were doing the bar. Sports Church was doing between 12 and 20,000 viewers. Now we're lucky to get 500. Now Rumble, Sports Church is murdering. Now I don't know if this one will because we're missing some people. It's not as dynamic and as exciting, but it's been killing it. And the bar has been doing okay. I think it'll do better eventually once we figure out a way to get the word out. But it's fucking Facebook. I mean, what are you gonna do, man? It is what it is. My final thoughts. Look, end the show. Remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Get out there and experience some life. It's nice now. Get to the yard. Get to the yard. Watch the guys rake. Watch the guys play. Go to a show. Go see some racing. Go to a fucking hockey playoff game if you can. But definitely go to the yard. Go to the yard. Go watch the boys throw, play. It's a hell of a lot faster these days. I guess that's kind of cool and good for the new fans coming in. It really didn't fundamentally change the game. It just I think it made it better, but I'm just still not 100% on board. I'm just not used to it, but I love it. I love the fact that, like I said, that I was in a 17-run game and it was over in 2 hours and 42 minutes. That's crazy. So that's cool. But get out there and go enjoy life. Go out there and go see some shit. Do stuff. Get outside. Remember, tomorrow is a different day and always could be a brighter day. So keep powering on, motherfuckers. And if you want to try something and do something, if you're a veteran, go balls to the walls, baby, because you've definitely got the tenacity to pull it off. Other than that, I'm going to turn it over to Doc and then Pops, and we're going to call it a night.
Well, like I always say, if somebody reaches out to you, just listen, let them vent, get it off their chest. Don't try and fix it. Don't offer a solution. Just let that guy or that woman get it off their chest. They picked you for a reason. Other than that, tomorrow's Monday. Don't let Monday affect you. It's just a day.
Fucking Monday.
How you wake up is how you wake up. Doesn't mean that you can't change it an hour later.
Do you ever think I wake up happy?
That's why God invented coffee.
Yes, he did.
Other than that, I would have to say, yep. My Bruins are playing the Florida Panthers, so fuck the Panthers. My Celtics are playing the Atlanta Hawks, so fuck the Hawks. Yeah.
I didn't even know basketball was still a thing. I'm sorry.
It is when your team is in the playoffs.
It's funny though, man. Like, I grew up loving NBA basketball, man. The Chicago Bulls were everything,
Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo for the Bucks is hurt.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad for Milwaukee.
They just lost to the Heat.
Yeah, that's bad for Milwaukee. But I don't want to be a dick, but fuck anybody from Greece. Anyways,
who owns the Bucks now?
It used to be the Coles, right?
It's still the Coles, and Aaron Rodgers is still a minority owner.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Yep.
All right, Pops, what you got?
Not a whole lot. I just want to reiterate what both of you guys said. It's you just got to open up to people when things are not going your way. Talk to people about it. It'd be amazing how many times you have the solution. It's just a matter of talking about it, and you have the solutions inside you. It just when you talk to somebody, eventually will come out, and all of a sudden, why didn't I think about that? and and you've got a way to work. It's just a case where don't give up.
There you go.
There's just so much that you have to experience, and there's no reason to quit on experience. Go for it and enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's not very nice at all.
No,
but
the
experience is definitely a trip, and it's worth taking.
Nothing good comes without sacrifice. Yes.
There you go.
There you go. All right. You know what? I haven't done this to anybody today, and I fucking just have to. Emotion.
God damn you.
Oh wait. I had Michelle's going back to work part time to help pay for James' school and give us. She's a ninja level house cleaner. Like, it's amazing, and how good she's also expensive, so that's good for us. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, and I had Edith all day yesterday, and so I didn't have time to sit on my laptop and get new buttons. I mean, not new buttons, but new stuff to engage with my buttons. So but a bit. Be forewarned, next week on the bar and on Sports Shirts, there will be new buttons. And hopefully, and Kyle, you need to hit them up too. Lunchbox, I've been hitting Lunchbox about coming on. Okay. And then possibly Judy as well, eventually. So that we can really stick it to the fucking man. Or the guy that pretended to be the man. Without further ado, we're going to call it a day. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Please share it out wherever and however you can. And I'm going to let my son walk us out.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.